Have you ever wondered why the two shelled water signs, Cancer and Scorpio, how and why do they come together in a romantic way? If you're curious, stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mina. If you don't know me, I'm an astrologer who really enjoys talking about love compatibility with you. If that's something you like, please subscribe to my channel so we could stay connected. Also, be sure to drop a like on my video so we could spread the good word about the work I'm doing. Thanks in advance. Alright you guys, you requested a video on Scorpio and Cancer love compatibility, which I think is a very interesting topic. So let's get into it. Cancer is ruled by the moon, is cardinal water. Scorpio is fixed water, ruled by Mars traditionally. So two very touchy planets coming together could ignite a bunch of passion between these two people. So it's really important to understand that Cancer and Scorpio are very much so alike, and not like Scorpio and Pisces, because they have shells. Cancer is a crab with a shell, Scorpio is a scorpion with a shell. That means that they have a hard layer protecting their heart, protecting their emotional center. They don't let just anyone in, and they don't let just anyone experience their soft, loving, romantic side. Whereas Pisces is a fish with no shell and really is loving to a big group of people and doesn't have that self-protection that the other water signs do. So they can really get each other in that way because they both really need to protect themselves to feel safe emotionally. Where, you know, Cancer is ruled by the moon, it's cardinal water, so it's quicker than Scorpio. So yes, it does have a protective layer, it does test people, but they're more so wanting to wait on their gut. They go by gut instinct. They have amazing intuition because they're ruled by the moon, which is a very instinctual nocturnal planet. So it could take them a week, a month, or 2 days, and they can be around the Scorpio and just feel in their gut, this is the one, I'm hearing the wedding bells, like I'm in it to win it. Let's rush towards the Scorpio because, you know, cardinal is quick. And yeah, that's their test. It's much quicker. So Scorpio, on the other hand, is fixed water and is not as fast. It's not as eager, outwardly at least, as Cancer. So they're going to prefer to take their time, even if they have a good feeling about the Cancer. They're going to want to hang back and be a little bit more observant, a little bit more cautious, and take their time in deciding whether to let this Cancer in or not. Now, does this mean that Cancer is always the aggressor? No. Does this mean that Scorpio is always the one that's getting chased? No. It just means that, you know, Cancer is quicker at making emotional decisions than Scorpio usually is. However, if the Scorpio was the first one to notice the Cancer, you know, they could be further along in that process than Cancer realizes. Like maybe they haven't even talked very much and Scorpio's already been thinking about the possibilities with this Cancer person, and then, you know, they finally get to meet up and go on a date and they've already begun their process. You never know, because, you know, they are ruled by Mars and they do like to hunt. You know, they like to be the aggressor in getting into a relationship. They don't mind hunting people. They like it. They like observing and picking people because they like to find that golden, you know, that diamond in the rough. And Cancer is, you know, maybe a little impatient sometimes in this process and can get like upset, like, Scorpio, are you in this or are you not in this? But, you know, Cancer, at least in the beginning, is going to be on much better behavior, especially after they let that Scorpio in, because Cancer is all about building a solid emotional foundation with someone, much like a house. So they're more apt to behave in the beginning, and they will boil up eventually though as the relationship progresses. So yes, this is a very good pairing. They understand each other. They understand that they're being let in, because with Pisces it's like they're so open, there's no being let in really. But with Cancer and Scorpio, it's like they both do have that testing process and they both do have to feel comfortable enough with someone to lower the wall. So they understand. That's what's beautiful about this. They understand the value of their relationship. They understand the exclusivity that goes both ways. Like, wow, I was let in, Cancer, or wow, I was let in, Scorpio. So they automatically, once they decide on each other, are very much so bonded together because they don't just let everyone in. So they understand the special connection that this can make between two people. And because they are both very passionate people, you know, Scorpio being ruled by Mars and Cancer being ruled by the moon, they're going to understand each other's strong emotional reactions to everyday life. And they're going to want to protect each other's interest and be each other's cheerleader, be each other's emotional support. So yeah, this can be just a very strong pair. And, you know, Cancer can provide a really warm, loving home for the Scorpio to come home to. And Scorpio can protect the Cancer. So it's just, Cancer loves being protected. Whether it's a man or a woman, they love that protective element. And they're also protective back because they are both shelled again. And they both have, you know, weapons, claws and, you know, pinchers and the stinger. So they just are pretty rock solid, you guys. They make a really nice pair. Also, they are both more connected to practical things than Pisces is, the last water sign, and they're more connected to their body. So they can understand, Scorpio and Cancer can understand the value of amassing wealth, of getting a nice house, of getting material goods basically, because Cancer sees it as, hey, I'm protecting my home, I'm providing for my loved one, this is really emotionally stable for me. So I'm totally down with being earthly and being practical. And Scorpio likes amassing wealth and, you know, stability because that gives them more control over their life, which empowers them. They don't like being told what to do or being dictated, you know, barked at, because they're ruled by Mars, and Mars is kind of like the general. So yeah, they can be more connected to the earth basically, whereas Pisces is just like, yeah, a floating spirit, neither here nor there. And yeah, because Pisces is that spirit, they can be like astral projecting and just very disconnected from their body, whereas Scorpio and Cancer are very much so connected to their physical body. And that's why their physical intimacy can be felt on a more like visceral physical level than maybe Scorpio and Pisces, because Scorpio and Pisces is kind of like that type of intimacy transcends physical and is more like a soul union. But, you know, Cancer and Scorpio, that's still really strong, you know, in that way. But it's, I feel like it's more physical and not as spiritual of a union as Scorpio and Pisces. But that's just my opinion. Don't come after me. But yeah, they can just feel, because they know that what it took to let each other in, and that they defend each other, they protect each other, they are building a life together. They can just feel like this, you guys. Like they just don't want to be apart, and they want to protect each other. They want to love each other forever. So yeah, they can feel extremely bonded to one another. And the beauty of this is that, you know, the moon ruled Cancer person has a very strong emotional memory. So they'll never forget the Scorpio, no matter what happens. And Scorpio, you know, once they let someone into a deep level, you know, that person's inside of them forever. So they both have a quality of not letting go, which is really beautiful. So where can this go wrong? Well, it goes wrong because they are just so much alike, which can be bad too. So they're both very protective and they're both very like defensive. Cancer's quicker, you know, because they are cardinals, so they can snap at Scorpio. They're not going to be like Pisces and be like, oh, you know, I'll take the pain, or I'll be nice still. No, they're going to protect themselves because they have that hard layer. They're the crab. They're going to hit you where it hurts, at your deepest, most basic insecurity. And Scorpio is ruled by Mars and is fixed and doesn't like that type of emotional disrespect. So they're going to take that stinger and hit the Cancer right back where it hurts too, in their deep psychology. So they can both like mess with each other on a very deep, hurtful level, because although the moon and Mars are very passionate, emotional planets, they're also very volatile. So yeah, they can really hurt each other. Like really, as much as they can love each other deeply, they can hurt each other so bad. And they can both feel like they were betrayed. Because, you know, Cancer can feel like, hey, I let you in, and this is what you did to me. And Scorpio too, like, hey, I let you in, and this is what you did to me. They're just kind of like, they're just too much alike sometimes, you guys. But yeah, Cancer is quicker, so a lot of times just the emotional speed is off. So while Cancer can start hearing the wedding bells and be sure of the Scorpio like way quicker, they can also leave way quicker, because Scorpio might take their time in the beginning, but once they decide on someone, like, it's hard for them to detach from that. Think of Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson. She was the Cancer, he's a Scorpio. Like, she was like really aggressive and really out there with their relationship, and he wasn't as much, but he came along and started getting excited about it too in the media. And then all of a sudden she left him, and he was just like, you know, so the emotional speeds can be off here. And yeah, I'm sure the Scorpio could leave Cancer, and, you know, because Scorpio is really mysterious sometimes and holds too much back. Whereas the Cancer is going to be probably more emotionally open with the Scorpio. So yeah, Scorpio could just leave and Cancer would be like, goodness, what happened? I didn't know anything was wrong. He didn't tell me, or she didn't tell me. You know, it could just be like timing is off and they're just way too much alike. But like I said about that emotional memory, like, they both aren't going to forget each other, even if things end bad, or even if things have bad moments. Like, they're too bonded on too close of a level, and they're too much alike. They know they've been let into a very exclusive club. So the Cancer, even if they break up with the Scorpio, or the Scorpio breaks up with them, they're ruled by the moon. They're very emotionally nostalgic, so they're never going to forget that Scorpio if they let them in deep. Likewise, Scorpio let in the Cancer, and they don't forget people that they let in. If they did let you in very deeply, they're going to remember you. So they could both just like hold on to each other, which is really beautiful. Which I think, you know, it's a good pair. Would I say it's psychic? No, but I do think that they are so much alike and they can understand each other. So it's like a familiarity, I would rather say, with these two pairs. But you guys, this is just what I think. I would love to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.